This question says, to identify the type of intermolecular forces present, you need to know, it should say to know, what bonds will give which intermolecular force. Give the strongest intermolecular force you'd expect given these bonds. So hopefully, if you see an OH, NH, and an HF, you'd recognize these hydrogens because they're attached to something very electronegative or partial plus, and that makes them capable of forming hydrogen bonds. We know hydrogen bonds are the strongest intermolecular force, hydrogen bonds. So just a reminder, hydrogen bonding is a stronger intermolecular force than dipole-dipoles, which is stronger than dispersion. Of course, if you have a hydrogen bond, you also have dipole-dipole and you have dispersion. But because it's not the strongest one, the answer to this is a hydrogen bond. CO, CN, PO. When you look at the periodic table, you recognize that these are examples of polar bonds. They're polar, but they're not hydrogen bonds. So they're polar, but they're not as polar as my OH, NH, HF. So these are polar bonds, and they are going to be involved. The strongest intermolecular force between them will be a dipole-dipole. Hopefully you recognize, so CC, that's obviously a nonpolar bond. And your CH is a nonpolar bond. So you recognize the very strongest intermolecular force will be dispersion forces, London dispersion forces that are going to hold those two molecules together.